We're glad to know you are still with us on the program, The Gavel. Now, what has the 8th Senate been able to achieve this year? Well, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs spoke with us, and this is the first question he tackled.
The 8th Senate in 2015, we say, is quite interesting, challenging, and in fact, I want to say it's a Senate that I'm very, very proud to be part of. In truth, the 8th Senate started on a very shaky note because of the leadership crisis. And it surely also, to me, an indication of the importance that that institution is to our democracy. But be that as it may, I want to assure you that in the events that began to unfold themselves, the 8th Senate has been able to stabilize itself, and the 8th Senate has actually cut a niche for itself as an institution and as a set of people who are representing Nigerians in the period in which change is very, very key and important. And to that extent, this 8th Senate has created some first for itself, because significantly, we came up with our legislative agenda. And I want to say the 8th Senate has been able to also not just sustain the independence of the legislative arm, but has deepened that independence. And I think that was what was responsible for the leadership crisis. In line with our change agenda for the country, being the first time we're having an opposition political party before, yes, now becoming the governing. Remember, that is also the change. Yes. We are not ruling, we are governing party. Okay. So that is another change we also want Nigerians to know. It's significant, yeah, because when you say you are ruling, the tendencies of a ruler, yes, begins to unfold. But when you say you are governing, then the tendencies for governance are more elaborate. So we surely have our own legislative agenda. With respect to motions, yes, if you look at what we have done, first, the issue of corruption. The 8th Assembly subscribes fully to the fact that if we don't kill corruption, corruption is surely going to kill all of us. And I think we have realized that, yes, a lot has been done to really bring this country to where we find ourselves now in the difficulties. And so all the leakages, all the loopholes that we have noticed, we are trying to really go back to address them. Okay. And if you recall, the Senate President truly said, look, we need to own up to the fact that even in our oversight, we have not performed extremely well. Not that we've not performed. Yeah, I want to put it, yes, well, because we have not performed extremely well. Okay. Because I wouldn't say that we have not performed well, because there are areas where surely, due to oversight, some things have been discovered, some changes have been brought in, and of course, in the course of oversight also, the need for certain amendments to our laws and other things have been seen, and so those areas have been done. Okay. So, and this is a relative issue. Yeah. Depending on who is talking and depending on the information also available to you. So I don't want to say we've not done well. We've done well. But what is important is that in terms of motions, you see we've come up with a motion on the TSA. And you recalled when Senator Dino Malai brought that motion, he got all kinds of tons and tons of insults. He has been called names. But at the end, the truths have prevailed. We have seen what the truth is. And today, whatever corrective measure needs to be taken with respect to the TSA is being taken. And I think that is a kudos to the 8th Senate. So on all of this, what I want to say is the Senate has shown clearly that it is committed to a new Nigeria, okay, committed to moving Nigeria forward. And I think 2016 what we have just done in 2015, that half year, is just a tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
And you should be ready to see, a Senate that is ready to fire from all fronts and to make sure that good governance, the welfare and security of Nigerians is our top priority.
2015 is going to prove very, how do you put it, crucial. It's going to be the first, 2016, thank you. It's going to be the first budget that this administration with the 8th Senate will midwife. How soon should Nigerians expect that document to come?
Yeah, thank you for bringing the issue of budget. You also remember we handled the supplementary appropriation, 2015, where the issue of the fuel subsidy, as a result of all the pains Nigerians have suffered, we've taken action on that. And of course, you can see right now, I think we've seen some changes. So it means that intervention has actually helped to resolve the issues. Now, what I want to say is that we realize the importance of a national budget. And we're aware fully that unlike before, where we used to have all the altercations, back and forths and whatnot, we have committed ourselves to the fact that we need to do a very thorough job in passing this year's budget. And I want to assure you that we are ready to go extra mile in ensuring that we do not spend long time in approving this budget.
Now, a lot is, when it comes to the National Assembly, the issue of perception is a major issue. Allegations of corruption, allegations of wrongdoing, or like we're hearing now, there are issues of saying maybe senators are going to get cars for themselves, despite the fact they've been given car loans. A lot of issues. What should Nigerians look forward to this 8th Assembly in the issue of being able to reach out, be, like you said at the beginning, be accountable, be open to Nigerian scrutiny? Yes.
For us, we have made a commitment to this. I think what we have seen is that there are some pockets of Nigerians who don't see anything good whatsoever in the legislature. I'm not surprised, because studies have shown clearly the world over, not just Nigeria, the legislators within the democratic institutional setting are not popular. There is nothing we will do to please some people. But our point here is that we are not going to do anything to please anybody. What we are going to do is those, services that the Constitution has empowered us to render to this nation. When it comes to perception, those who want to know do not rely on perception. They rely on facts and figures. And most of the issues you will come to realize in all the instances where we are being accused wrongly, when the facts come out, you will come to realize that the initial accusations are just false. The issue of the car loan, I issued a press statement yesterday. It's a false statement coming from some quarters. And remember, even Mr. President, what he said is if. Mr. President did not believe what he was being told, but he said if that is what it is, and that he was going to have interaction with our leadership. So beyond what I have said, I want to believe when we resume from recess, our leadership with Mr. President will meet and look at this issue. Now, when you say car loan is personal. It's given to me in my capacity, and I have to pay. That does not amount to, a situation where nobody is saying, in this case, if I have duty to do, that what I have taken a loan to secure is what I'm going to use to do government service. That's not what is obtainable. All officials of government, when they are rendering services, they render services at government expenses. And for God's sake, this is democracy. The face of democracy is the legislature. If you remove the legislature, as far as I'm concerned, there is no democracy. We know this is the truth. And so I want to seek for understanding, and I want to appeal to Nigerians that it is very important We partner. We are open. If you don't understand anything, you can walk to whoever has a responsibility to explain things to you for you to get these facts. That is my appeal to those who are bandying rumors and falsehood about. Because right now, that is not what Nigerians need. What Nigerians need now is how can I feed my family? How can I go to hospital and get good treatment? How can my children go to school and get quality education? Not those children who will come out and you see the father telling you, come and read a letter for me, and the boy is reading something else for the father that was not written on the letter. That's not what we want to see. So we want to assure Nigerians that in 2016, we are committed to delivering on our mandate of ensuring that there is good governance, security, and welfare of the people.
Well, I hope you have a clearer picture now of what to expect from the legislators this new year. And I hope you're ready to play your role by engaging them and ensuring that they perform their functions of oversight, representation, and lawmaking. Now, let us take our first mail for the year from Victoria Abang. Channels Television, thanks for letting us be a part of the activities of the National Assembly. But let it be heard that the suggestion boxes should be in all the states. That's only when they would get to hear from average Nigerians. Well, thank you, Victoria. It's our pleasure, and thank you for your comments. Let me also thank you for your mails, tweets, and contributions to the program. You are appreciated. Now, this is where I will be taking my leave. Thanks for staying with me. Till we meet again, I'm Lanre Lasese.